It's James Cummings. I'm here on my computer, and Jill has asked me to talk today about the core value of serve with gratitude and what that means as a leader. So, up to this point, your Great Clips journey, if you've been a stylist, you've really been just in charge of one thing, and that's supporting or serving the customers and making sure they have a great experience. But when you move into leadership, now with Make Great, we have our direct support. Who do you support? Now you have to support the stylist on your team. What does that mean? What does it mean to serve your stylist with gratitude? And literally, the best framework that I've ever come across for learning this is John Maxwell's 5 levels of leadership. So let's move around here a little bit. Let me talk about this. All right, there we go. Number one, in general, with the 5 levels of leadership, they're as follows. The first one is position. That means it's right here. That means you got the job. Congratulations, you're a manager. If you're going through this playbook, you got it. Congratulations, you've gotten the job. What does that mean? Level 2 is permission. That means that that's an advancement of your leadership skills. It means that people now follow you because you have influence. Level 3 is production. That means people follow you because of what you've done for the company. It means you performed at the highest level. And then level 4 is people development. That's leaders developing leaders. So we don't even need to worry about level 5 today. Let's just go through these levels again so that you can understand what it means to serve with gratitude each stylist in your salon. All right. So there's some things you've got to remember about the 5 levels of leadership. All right. Number 1, you can move up a level, but you never truly leave the other level behind, right? So what that means is, yeah, you're a manager, but the way you get to level 2 is through developing relationships. And so then you'll build on 2, and then the skill set that you acquire at level 2, ultimately that means you'll move up to 3. Now, if you're a level 3 leader, you never really fall back to a level 1. So they build. You never leave a level behind. The other thing you need to understand about the 5 levels of leadership is every organization that you're a member of, you're probably at a different level. Like, say you work for your child's PTO and you're a member of PTO, you may be a level 2 there if you're in a leadership role. Maybe you're at your church and you serve on the finance committee. Maybe you're a level 1 or a level 3. But not only that, it goes further. On your team, as a manager of a salon, you are probably at a different level with each stylist on your team. There could be a stylist that you've worked with for the last 5 or 6 years, and you're helping to groom them become a manager, and you would be at a level 4. That's a leader developing a leader. Or there could be a brand new stylist right out of school that's just started, and with them you'd be a level 1. Hey, I'm the boss. Or maybe you're a level 2. You're starting to work on your relationship with them. So not only are you at different levels in every organization, but you're usually at a different level of leadership with each person on your team. Just some other things I want you to remember is I think the 5 levels of leadership is just a great idea of knowing where you are with each person on your team and how you can serve them. The higher you go up, the easier it is to lead people. The hardest thing to be is a level 1 leader because it's full of politics and it's usually full of turnover. If you see managers that are constantly having to replace their staff, almost 90%, 99% of the time, they're a level 1 leader and they're not developing relationships. It takes a long time to move up, but you go down quickly. Again, it takes a long time to go from level 1 to level 2 to level 3, but you can lose it all in an instant. It's kind of like that old adage that trust is earned in drips and lost in buckets. But the higher you climb on your leadership journey, the more you learn to serve with gratitude, the more rewarding it is. But moving up, it requires growth. It requires you to think differently, and it requires you to act differently. So, all right, doing this in real time here, doing my best. All right, so level 1. Level 1. At level 1, people follow you because they have to. Now, an example of this would be like a substitute teacher. I've got a picture here of one of my all-time favorite Key and Peele skits. Yeah, or a cop just in traffic telling you what to do. Essentially, what it means is that you've gotten the title, and now people have to follow you because you have this title. It's the way you probably felt on your first day, or when your first day managing the salon. You're the manager, people are looking towards you, but you don't really have anything else other than this authority that's been given to you. Now, please know that the reason that people invite you on a leadership journey is because they see something in you. They see that you have the ability to effectuate change. And so what leadership is, what this journey is, it's an invitation to grow as a leader. But, level one thinking is, I personify a level one leader as old school. I'm the boss man. Don't let people get close to you. Fake it till you make it. Don't ever let them see you sweat. Do it because I said so. I'm the boss. What you have as a level one leader is you have authority, but you don't have any influence, right? You want to move out of level one as fast as you can. And so when you're looking to serve your team with gratitude, one of the best things you can do is to really get out of level one as fast as you can, because a level one leader, they rely on politics. They value the job description more than they value job development, right? And positional leadership is really lonely. It's going to be high turnover. And you watch, level one leaders always receive their stylist least, never their best. What you'll have is a bunch of clock watchers that are just ready to go, never willing to do an extra thing for the team at all. But I want you to think back in your own life, like when you've been led by a level one leader, that teacher that just said, do it because I said do it, or the coach that just screamed and they never really bothered to check in with you personally or develop any relationship. Doesn't inspire you. And you think back to the worst job you've had and the leader maybe that you had in that case, what did it do to you? I mean, so if you want to serve your team with gratitude, the first thing you could do is you must understand that you've got to get to level 2 with your team just as fast as you can. So what does level 2 look like, right? Level 2 is called permission, but I really think it's about influence. At level 2, people follow you because they want to. They follow you because they like you. They follow you because they trust you. The foundation of all leadership, if you're going to just remember this, the foundation of all leadership is relationships. Let me repeat that. The foundation of all leadership development is relationships. And the bridge between level 1 and level 2 is built on relationships. It's that old proverb that if you want to go fast, go alone, but if you want to go far, go together. And you need to know as a manager of your salon that those stylists are not going to go along with you until they get along with you. So your first job in leading your team is to start connecting with each one of the stylists on your team. So think back on your own life, right? Think back on that teacher in school that made you feel like they believed in you. What did they do? They took an interest in you. They cared about you personally. They let you know that they believed in you. They ask you questions. They act interested in you and not trying to be interesting. So, the upside of level 2 is that work is more fun. There's better communication. It's nurturing trust. You got to get to level 2 right away, whether it's going to grab coffee or just asking somebody what they did on the weekend. You've got to start building relationships with each stylist on your team. Now, there are downsides to level 2. That's the reason it's only level 2, right? It's just part of your leadership journey. You can appear to be too soft. So for some people, being warm and friendly and fuzzy, not everybody is Obama, not everybody's Bill Clinton, not everybody's smooth, right? Sometimes it can be difficult to be like that. So, and it can also frustrate what I call my numbers people, high achievers that just want to cut and go, cut and go. They don't want to get into all the touchy-feely stuff. But remember, each level builds on itself. So once you become the manager, step 2 is you got to build the relationship. So, if the things that I would hear from a level 2 later would be like, let's do this together. What do you think? I'm here to help. I believe on you. What do you need? I trust you. I respect you. And really becoming a great level 2 leader. This is the best way I can describe it. It is balancing a bridge between caring and candor. You have to let the people know that you care, and you have to tell them the truth. Now, if you just let them know that you care and you don't tell them the truth, that's a dysfunctional relationship, right? Because they're not really getting real information. But if you just tell them the truth, candor, and you don't let them know you care, that creates a cold, distant relationship. So if you want to think about nailing level 2 and serving your team with gratitude, find your balance of caring and candor. Let your people know, let your stylists know exactly what they need to know, but do it in a way that lets them know that you care. Remember, no one cares what you know until they know you care. So that's level 2. Now, if you want to keep serving your team with gratitude, right, we got to move to level 3. And what is level 3? Let's move the mouse over here. Level 3 is production. All right, production. Production are badasses. It's badass. What does that mean? It's what means what you have done for the organization. This is a high achiever. You're a baller, you're a producer, you're a rock star. You sell more than most. You teach better. You program better. You do your schedule better. You organize better. You sell more product. You have better haircut times. You have better return numbers, right? Like the kids all say, game respects game. Leaders are respected on level 3 because they know how to perform. They know how to perform. Now remember, each level builds on itself, right? So level 1, you became the manager. Level 2, you really started working on your relationships. You let your people know you care. You built those relationships. Now level 3, now you're growing as a manager. Now your salon's kicking ass. Not only are your numbers good, but your salon's rolling. Maybe the wait times get better. Maybe you hire a good staff. Maybe you build a good culture. All of a sudden, the return numbers start get higher in your salon. But I've got a couple pictures here. Dean Smith, Mike Krzyzewski, great coaches. These are great level 3 leaders because they won. They won. A level 3 leader is a manager that has stepped up, stepped out, and they've been recognized in their salon because it has performed. So the upside of level 3 is that production gives you instant credibility, right? These are you look at each one of our GMs. You look at Ebony, you look at Olivia, right? You look at Amy. Every one of them leads from the front. They lead by example. They're never going to ask you to do something they won't do. They'll sweep the hair, they cut the hair. They've crushed level 3. And production, their high producer solves a lot of problems, man. It keeps morale high, it keeps profitability high, and production keeps helping team building because when a salon is winning, it's a lot easier to attract talent. Now, the downside of level 3 is that you feel once you've crushed it and you're a high producer, there's a heavy responsibility to produce. And you've got to remember that you've got to keep pouring into your relationships at level 2. And then you've got to make some difficult decisions. You've got to hold yourself to the highest standard. You've got to make yourself accountable to the team. You've got to set goals to reach them. And, the main thing at level 3 is you've got to gauge your personal success on results, not your intentions, right? We always want to judge everyone around us by results, but we want to judge ourselves by our intentions. But if you're a true level 3 leader, you recognize that you've got to judge your salon and the job you're doing and the way you're supporting your team by results. Is the salon getting better? Is it growing? Is the culture better? Do people like coming to work? Are the customers happy? Now, the next jump I'm going to talk about, level 3 to level 4, is it's rare. Man, I don't want to discourage you, but it's just really difficult to do. And I'll try to explain why, and I can as quickly as I can. But very few people make this next jump. And it's because level 3 is so damn hard. If you think about your leadership journey, right? You do something personal, right? You take the job on. That's level 1. But then you do something for everybody around you because you work on relationship. That's level 2. But then you focus on yourself again, level 3, because you got to produce. The team's got to produce. You got to judge yourself by results. But then if you want to make the jump to level 4, and this is really how you can serve with gratitude better than if you want to know the secret to all the great ones, it's that they reach level 4. All the GMs, all the great managers, they reach level 4. And level 4 is about people development. And what happens at level 4 is people will start to follow you because of what you have done for them personally. And this is where the magic happens. This is leaders developing leaders. If you want to look at the most successful managers we've had in this company, they all share one trait in common, and that's under their guys, under their wings, they have developed multiple other managers. Look at Virginia Hawkins. Look at Olivia. Look at Ebony. Look at Amy. Talk to them sometime when you see them at a manager's meeting and ask them, how many future managers have you trained? How many future managers started with you as a stylist? Because know this is the great secret, right? The foundation of leadership is relationships. That's the foundation. But never forget this. The goal of leadership is to develop other leaders. And that's what level 4 is. It's leaders developing other leaders. On this slide right here on level 4, sorry, I didn't change this for you guys. You see Nick Saban's 2015 staff, right? This is his staff, 2015. On that, and Nick Saban's won 7 national championships. And if you ask people why he won, they would say, oh, he's got the best players, he's lucky, blah, blah, blah. No. The reason Nick Saban wins is he has an incredible culture of leaders developing leaders, right? On this staff right here, on this picture, you're going to see, I'll try to, these coaches right here. This is his staff in 2015. Well, guess who's on this staff? Billy Napier, who's now the head coach of the University of Florida. Kirby Smart, who just won the national championship. He's the head coach at Georgia. Lane Kiffin, he's now the head coach at Ole Miss. Mel Tucker is now the head coach at Michigan State. And Mario Cristobal, who's now the head coach of the University of Miami. So there you have it, just 8 short years ago on Nick Saban's 2015 Alabama football staff. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 future Division I coaches. So, people development. You want to know what will set you apart in this company? You want to know how to serve with gratitude? You want to know how to shine in McGrate? It's people development. You've become the manager. You've built the relationship. You've got an ass-kicking salon. And now you take that next rare leap where you start developing future managers. And that's the goal. That's the goal of all leadership. A manager developing other managers. So, it allows us to scale. It allows us to sustain growth. It creates personal fulfillment. I don't think there's anything, me personally, that I like more than seeing someone grow and develop on their leadership journey. So, serve with gratitude. You wonder, what does that mean? What does that mean as a leader? I'm telling you, study Maxwell's 4 levels. We've got books, we've got videos, we've got tapes. There's even something on Playbook that we've asked you to study. Become that, take this step, become the manager, and then realize that as quick as you can, you got to get to level 2. So the foundation, you build those relationships. You learn your balance between caring and candor. You learn how to have crucial conversations. You learn how to focus on the right things. And then you move to level 3, man. You lead by example. You're out front. You never ask people to do what you don't want them to do. Your salon's kicking ass. Your salon's producing. Your numbers are some of the best in the salon. You're showing people how to do it. You're willing to be out front. You lead. And then step 4, you see that person that's working for you in the salon, and you take an interest in them, and you see that they've got something special in them, and then you start helping them develop their own leadership journey. That is a leader creating a leader, and that, my friends, is how you serve with gratitude. That is the goal. That is the sole goal of leadership. Please, at McGrate, help us create more leaders. Been 20 minutes. I hope you got something out of this. Thank you for joining us on this journey. See you soon.